The audio that you are currently listening to is coming from the Boya mic on my shirt. And some of the cool things about this mic is they give you accessories that allow you to connect to a USB-C device. You also have a lightning adapter if you're someone that has the old lightning phones. And you can see the mic right here next to my Lark M2. Now I'm switching over to the Lark M2 just so you can hear the audio difference. This is what I normally use in my studio, but I kind of wanted to find out, does this mic do a good enough job to replace that? It has a USB-C input right there. You've got the two little lights that are going to show you which mic is on, and if you've got noise canceling or active noise canceling turned on. You've got the power button right here, and then we have these three little things right there to show you the level. I have this set to level 1. If I switched it up, all you do is press it once to show you the level, and then you would press it again to switch through them. If I do that, it gets too high. So you'll notice that I switched back over to the Boya mic, mainly because I want you to hear this mic for the rest of this video. Well, for most of it. So you'll notice that this light is not on. That's because we are connected to this, and we're not in the case. So it wouldn't show up on here. I am going to show you in just a second how you can switch over to that just by moving this mic over there. But I really like the fact that this has this little magnetic closure. That's really nice. You've got this button that turns it on and off, but this is only turning on the main mic up here. Okay, when that one is in. Since it's not in, everything is being done through here and the mic over there. You've got a charger on the back, so that's how you would charge this section right here, and then you can run power pass-through through there if you need to. All right, you've also got a 1/4-inch thread right there, and that's actually pretty much, you've got these little guys right here. If I pull this out, it might connect, so let's actually see. It doesn't. Oh, nope, it did. So now I have this microphone right here as well as that microphone over there. Let's go ahead and turn this one off because I don't really want both of these connected right now. And you can see you've got these little dead cats that snap on if you're someone that wants that little wind protection if you're out and about. But one of the most interesting things about this mic is that you can have both of these microphones running at the same time and use one of them as like an interview mic. So I'm going to show you that right now. I'm going to switch over to the M2 for a second just in case there's any dropout. But essentially, what we have to do is take this first mic off. I'm going to call this mic 1, all right? If I put this in here, it should stay connected. Let's see. Nope, we lost it. Okay, so the moment that you put it back in, it's going to lose it. All I have to do now is turn this on. So I'm going to press this little button right here. This mic is going to turn on, and it should connect to there in just a second. Boom. Did it give me both mics? No, just the one. All right. So now the audio that you are listening to is coming from this microphone that is at the top of this right here. Okay, you see that? That's what we have going on for the audio that you're listening to right now. What I'm going to do is pull the second mic out, and you're going to see that it's going to connect down here to that guy. So if we pop this out, it should work for 100%. Yep, there we go. So now I have both of these mics running. All right, so let's hypothetically say that I put this mic over here on my shirt as a way to like capture my audio, and then I'm running around with this thing to capture the rest of the audio. That's pretty incredible to me that you have that. Now, I'm not sure about the stereo mode here, so we'll test that in here. But if this is stereo, then I have just isolated this one right now, and I'll have a thing in the video that says if I could. But currently, I'm isolating just this microphone that I'm holding for the interview situation, and I'm going to move that away from me so you can get an idea of what that audio would sound like if I had moved it away from me. I'm now going to switch straight to the one that's on my shirt so you can see how you could get both of those audios in post and mix them if you needed to if you're out running around interviewing people. And they give you a couple of options for like protection, for wind protection. So we have this one, which is the most intense option. It's just a little sock, right? You've probably seen these before. This guy slides down. And now you have a really nice little cover and an interview handle all in one. That's pretty sick to me, especially if you're someone that's got like an iPhone situation going on. You can just plug this in and run around. And if you don't want this big fuzzy one, then you can just go for the standard one right here. And so now the audio that you're listening to is coming just isolated from this if I could isolate it in post, and I believe that I can because I should be getting some sort of a stereo track out of this by the end of it. All right. And that is the Boya mic. I think it is pretty cool, just everything that you're getting here. One thing that I'm not sure about is if you have to charge this. I believe you might, so let's go ahead and see what happens if I plug this in. Yep, okay. So it is now, do we lose audio? Okay, it's just showing that it's charging, but it looks like I still have audio going through. Yeah. So that is something that you should be aware of, is that you will need to charge this, and it doesn't come with any sort of a case to charge it in. You just have to plug this, which is not terrible. It definitely makes it maybe a little more affordable, but that's pretty cool that you can have all of this connected to a camera, or you have the USB-C option, or you have all the other stuff with the double mics and everything like that. I think that's pretty fantastic. And we're gonna go ahead and turn this off and see what happens here. So if I turn this off, it should shut this mic down, but I should still have the audio coming through from this one. Let's see if I unplug this. We should still have a green light right there, and we do. So the audio that you're listening to right now is coming straight from the one on my shirt. I think that is absolutely fantastic. And if you are someone that is looking for a microphone that can do a lot of things and have the ability to obviously go to the camera, have that kind of stuff, plus like the interview thing, plus the USB-C, plus the lightning thing. I mean, Boya did a lot with this little magic thing. And it's fairly well priced, I would say, as well, competitively. So the only thing that I would say, I'm gonna switch back over to the Lark M2 really quickly so you can hear what I normally use in studio. And this is where I'm gonna have to decide if I wanna just kind of like start moving over to this microphone for everything that I do. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop, and I don't know the answer to that. But my goal with this channel is to always give you the information you need on the stuff that you want so you can make the better buy. And hopefully this gave you a good amount of information for the mic and what you could use it for if you need to. All right. And I know that a lot of people are moving into the mobile content creation space where you would really just need the USB-C stuff. And in that case, having two mics plus this as just like an all-in-one, this is a charger for the microphone, which is pretty cool. So I really like that whole thing, and I made some other videos on it. But this has been a pretty full run through, and obviously the mic audio is coming straight from there right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop this off, and let's see what happens. When we drop this back in, we should lose complete connection with everything, and then I will have no audio coming through from my second channel. So let's see what happens. Oh, all right, so that needs to go this way, I guess, for that to go in. Yep, there we go. All right, and I should have just lost audio, and I did. So the only audio coming through right now is the Lark M2. All right, we can go ahead and unplug this guy. And that concludes our little thing. It does come with a bag to carry all of this in, but this is also pretty slim, and I think that you could get this down to like basically just this situation for most people, unless you really need it for the camera, okay? And that would be my final thoughts. So remember, ask any questions you need to in the comments. I try and get to all of them right now because I can, and then if there's a video that needs to be made, then I will try and make that video. So we're either gonna sink or swim, let's rise with the tide, and I'll see you on the flip side.